Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, lucky.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Michel stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third down, Michelle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they will run it with Michelle. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They come out here in the eye. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Flip it. Let's keep bringing it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back, green, triple team.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Even. Tighten up. Under 10. 10.
Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Black 25. Mike 50, huh? Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Check, 59. Baby.
they stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. On the ground, this is Michel. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Wait. You like to get tired of seeing me. Showing that. Let him go.
Jameis now on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 125. Watch the flag. Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
158. Watch the screen. Check. Kill. Hey, switch gears. Right. Hey, we are going. Kill.
On 1st down, Michelle looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That's track. 45's the mic. Hey, watch his flat. Spons. Okay, over here. Shoot.
And it's Michelle once again.
Jump.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 24. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll throw again. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play fake. Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Even. 4 down. Even. Kill. Watch twist. No. Back on. Challenge. Don't let challenge. Shit.
Again, it's Michelle.
You got
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. On the ground is Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.